One day while exploring the well, we head to UC Surplus to get some gear, whereupon we overhear a conversation.
I'm telling you, Bianchi, something's wrong with the boots you sold me. I wear them to the metro. Suddenly, the shuttle runs late. I buy a cup of coffee and the barista screws up my order. It's like I'm walking under ladders with a broken mirror in my pocket. And the only time it happens is when I'm wearing your boots.
So, what do you want me to do about it?
I want a damn refund.
Fine. I'll take the boots back. Just don't tell anyone you bought them from here.
Oh, unlucky boots? I'm surprised he took them back. A late train, a poorly made coffee, that's the story of my life. And I'm not wearing any unlucky boots, I think. Talking to Antonio here, I couldn't help overhearing that argument.
Ugh, right, the boots. I hate to admit it, but she has a point. She's the third customer to return the pair, all for the same reason. The boots might really be cursed.
Well, where did you get them?
Like most of my supply from one of my UC contacts. But after the second customer returned the boots, I got curious and I did some digging. Turns out they were seized from a House of Varun ship. That alone is enough to convince me something's amiss.
Have you tried destroying them?
And risk releasing whatever's inside them? I've seen enough horror vids to know how this goes.
Have you tried wearing the boots yourself?
I thought about it once, but then I thought better of it. Best not to tempt fate. And besides, they're not my size.
We have two options. We could say, that almost sounds supernatural. Or we could say, it's just a coincidence. Superstition.
It doesn't matter if you believe it. Somebody might, and that's bad for business. Hey, you're a pilot, right? Maybe you can do me a favor. I've heard of a UC station at the far end of the galaxy called the Den. You go there and stash these boots in a crate, and I'll give you credits as a compensation.
Well, the Den is in the Wolf system. That's not exactly at the far end of the galaxy. Is that going to be far enough? Why not just jettison them off into space?
Believe it or not, I actually tried that. And do you know what happened? Some UC pilot picked up the cargo and somehow it found its way back to my store. No, I wanted the boots gone. But I also want to know exactly where they are.
Oh my, this story is starting to sound dark. All right, I'll deliver the boots for you.
Finally, someone to give these blasted boots the boot, if you pardon the expression. Here, I'll have your credits for you when the job is done.
With that, we begin the quest, The Boot, and Bianchi here gives us the lucky boots. Tragically, they're not actually a pair of boots that we can put on. In our inventory, they appear inside one of these spacesuit canisters. And reading the text on the canister, it says that it actually has much more than just a pair of boots. But perhaps Bianchi reused an old canister to put the boots in for this delivery. The next time we are in the Wolf system, we can stop by the Den to complete this assignment. We need to find an empty crate somewhere. Heading into an out-of-the-way hallway, we see a big crate tucked away in some corner. But as we get close to the crate...
Hey, newbie. It's a nice set of boots you got there. They for sale? I'll give you, say, 500 credits for them. They'd look better on me anyway.
Oh, this poor guy doesn't know what he's getting into. What's wrong with the ones you're wearing?
Nothing. I just want yours.
Look, trust me, you don't want these boots.
I don't know. Looks like they're perfect. Sturdy, polished, and just my size. But fine. If you don't want to sell, it's your loss.
The only thing that would look good on you is a mask.
Ha! You got a point. This mug has seen better days. And you could have brought a smile to it by selling me those boots. But fine. If you don't want to sell, it's your loss.
Tragically, we don't find an option here to explain to him that the boots are cursed. I mean, he might not believe us anyway, but we should at least have the option to inform him about them before we sell them to him. At this point, we have two choices. We can deposit the boots in the crate. Whereupon our quest log updates, to head back to the well. Conrad here doesn't say anything, and it doesn't look like he's gonna fish around in the crate for the boots. Or we can say you've got yourself a deal.
Great. I've been wanting a pair like that. Looks just my size, too. To be honest, I might have gone as high as $2,000. I'm not saying I ripped you off, but I'm sure as hell thinking it.
Well, okay. I guess he says that so that we don't have to feel quite so bad selling him a pair of cursed boots.
You gave me a pretty good deal. I practically stole them from you. Oh yeah, these are some good boots. Real high quality.
But we walk away with 500 big ones, and he looks okay. Maybe the boots have no effect on him. Then the next time we're in the well, we can head back to UC Surplus and tell Antonio that we delivered the boots to the den.
Yes, you did. You know how I know? The rain cloud over your head is all but gone. Here, for your hard work. With a Lady Luck back on my side, I expect the business to be less bust and more boom. And let us never speak of those accursed boots ever again.
With that, he gives us 5,300 credits, and we complete the quest. We get the same response from him no matter how we decide to complete the quest, and we get the same reward. But curiosity was getting the better of me, so a while later, the next time we're at the den, we can head back to that hallway to see what's changed. If we put the boots in the crate, not much has changed. Conrad is gone, and we can't interact with the crate again. We don't see the boots anywhere. Everything looks fine. But if we sold the boots to Conrad, the next time we return... Ah! Oh! Oh no! We find Conrad's body crushed beneath the crate. A pool of blood oozes from under his corpse, topped with an "Attention, wet floor" sign. On his body is a med pack and heel paste, but we don't see the boots. I mean, we see boots on his feet, and they look kind of fancy. Is that alligator skin? It's a handsome pair of boots. I can see why Conrad wanted them, but little did he know that it would result in his own death. Several days later, if we come back, we see that someone has cleaned up the mess. Conrad's body is gone. The crate is put back in place, and the boots are nowhere to be seen. If we go back to Antonio in the well, he has no further conversation about the boots. This time, they don't come back to him, which means that somewhere out there is a janitor who recently cleaned up a body and is now in possession of a pair of unlucky boots. We may never know what happens to this janitor or where the boots go from here. Now, I've read online that Antonio has a different reaction depending on the choice that you make. I read that if you sell the boots to Conrad and go back to Antonio, he says that you've still got this cloud hanging above you, and you only get the monetary reward from him if you actually put them in the crate. However, that's not how it played out in my game. I was able to complete the quest either way I chose to solve it, and I got the same reward. But how did the quest turn out in your game? Let me know in the comments section below. I publish new Starfield episodes every week on my channel, and I have almost daily Starfield live streams. So if you don't want to miss my next episode, be sure to subscribe and to click that bell notification button. If you have already, but you still feel like you're missing out on YouTube notifications, consider following me on Twitter at Oxhorn. I update Twitter manually with every new piece of content that I publish. I've got a merch shop with completely unique designs that you can't find anywhere else. My designs come on shirts in a variety of men's, women's, and children's sizes, and in a wide array of colors. You can find my designs on other objects as well, like smartphone cases, pillows, posters, mugs, stickers, prints, etc. So if interested, you can find a link to my shop in the description below, or you can click here. If you like what I do and you want to support me in another way, consider becoming a patron on Patreon or a member here on YouTube. YouTube members get little badges that appear next to their names in the comment sections of my videos, and they can use ox emojis in my video comments and in the live chats of my live streams. You can also consider giving me a super thanks on this video. Your super thanks directly contribute to the production of this series. But more than anything, I'm just so glad you're here watching this video with me today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon with more Starfield videos.
You need something else? I'll be here.